Hi everybody, it's me Valerie, the Crafty Val Girl. Today we're going to make a treat box. So what you'll need your scoreboard, you'll need an 8.5 by 11 piece of solid cardstock, and you'll need 4 pieces of cardstock or decorative paper of your choice, cut to 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. You'll need a 1.5 to 2 inch round or square, circle or square. And you'll either need a word, a phrase, a sticker, whatever you want to decorate the front of your box with. Okay. This makes a great treat box and a good size treat box for your friends. And you'll also need some art glitter glue and of course your scissors. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to do is, you see I've got these pieces laying here that are cut. You're going to need to trim a 1/2 inch off of your 8.5 inch side. You want a 10.5 inch length. And you're going to cut in 1/2 inch off of the side, leaving you with this, with the dimensions for this piece of paper being 8 by 10.5 inches. And this is a 1/2 inch by 10.5 inches. We'll be using this piece in a little while, but I'm going to set it aside for right now. I'm going to get my scoreboard out, and we're going to score this piece. Here's our template. So I will be following this. If you want to screenshot that, you can, so that you can refer to it at a later time, because you may need it. I found that I follow this quite closely. Okay. We are going to score on the 10.5 inch side at 2.5 inches. 5 inches, 7.5 inches, and 10 inches. Oops, there we go. And we're going to make what I call just a little divot, and I'll show you what that is. At 1 1/4 inch, just kind of press down so you have a little divot mark there. We're going to do that at 1 1/4 inches, 3 3/4 inch, 6 1/4, and 8 3/4 inches. Okay, now we're going to turn it to our 8 inch side. Let's go the other way. We're going to turn it to our 8 inch side here, with your smallest score being on the bottom. And we're going to score at 2 inches and 6 3/4 inches. Okay, now that's all the scoring. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to score all of these. Top, and this will be the bottom. Okay, now where we have our little divots, we're going to take a straight edge ruler, which I forgot you need. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go from where we made the little divot mark to the corner of where we scored. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see we're going to go from the divot mark to the corner, and we're going to score that. Okay, we're going to do that with all of them. Okay, again from divot mark to the corner. And from divot mark to corner. Okay, you can kind of see how that, if you can see, there we go. See how that's scored. Okay, you know, this is kind of the trickiest part of the whole thing, we have to score this line right here. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to kind of push my finger against the bottom of, below the score mark here and in. We want to fold this up and score right there. Okay, and we're going to go both ways with this. Okay, that way, and then we're going to go inward with it. Push it inward. Do that again, it was off camera, sorry about that. We're going to push this in, and we're going to score it on the outside, right here. Okay, we want this to be able to go both in and out. I think you'll get that figured out. It took me a minute to myself the first time. Okay, so we're going to push it in and score, and then push it out and score on that outside. Do it again. We'll push it in. Oops. Push it in and score, and then push it out and score. And the last one, push it in and score, then out and score. Okay, so that's all the scoring that we'll need to do. And this is going to form the top of our box. Now the pieces we need to cut out are this little section right here. And we're going to take just a little bit off of this flap here too. Oh, yarn on my scissors. We're going to take just a little bit extra off this piece so it'll fold nicely. We're going to take that out there. That's the only piece we have to cut out. I am going to kind of come in on this flap too, just a little bit. Just take that corner off is all. Okay, now on the bottom side, these sections here are going to be where we scored is going to be the top. All of this is the top of the box. On the bottom, we need to cut from here to here on all of these score lines. These will form the bottom flaps of the box. Okay, now as far as the box, that's it, except putting it together. That's not that hard, is it? Okay. So we'll leave these bottom flaps for last. We're just going to kind of roll this up. We're going to put our glue on this edge right here, all the way, even this piece up here. Okay. I'm going to just kind of fit that nicely together. You can lay it down if you need to and kind of get a good press on there. Then stand it back up. Okay. In the bottom, all we're going to do here is fold two sides in. I'm so sorry, you guys. I am not used to this old camera thing and having to work in a certain spot on my table. So, okay. I'm going to just fold two down, fold the third one down, and we're going to glue the fourth one. Just put your little dabble of glue all the way around the edge and a little across the middle to secure it really well. And give it a good little press. You can stick something down inside to give the inside a press too. Okay, and the top, with the way that we folded everything, it should just kind of fold right down for you. See how that worked? That's open Just kind of, you may have to help it out the first time, but it's kind of like closing a cardboard box and tucking all the corners in. So there. Closed box. Okay, so there you have your box. Now we're just going to decorate the sides with our panels. If you're using directional paper, please be sure that you have it going in the right direction. Otherwise, you're going to wind up with sideways something or upside down something. I'm using art glitter glue, but you can use whatever kind of wet glue you want to use. Just be sure before you move it around too much. You give it plenty of time to dry. There really is no front or back to this box. All the sides are the same. Even when we get the belly band on, the front will be determined purely by you. So whichever side you decide to decorate is absolutely fine. I hope you guys have fun making these. If I'd had red, white, and blue paper, I would have done one for the 4th of July, but unfortunately, I do not have any red, white, and blue, or I've got the solid colors, but not any Independence Day papers. Okay, now we're going to take our 10.5 by 1/2 inch piece. Just pick a side. We're going to kind of start it in the center, because this is where we're going to put a belly band on here, and it's going to overlap a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there. Oops, I kind of pinch it as I go to create my corners. Hold that just for a second so we don't lose that spot. And you don't have to put this in the center. You can put them up high, down low. This is your box. You can decorate it however you want to. And it's going to have about a 1/2 inch overlap there, which is good. Just enough. Okay. And I'm actually going to put my little embellishment over this so that the belly band is seamless all the way around. I've already taken my little word phrase and distressed around the edges just to kind of give it a little extra definition so it kind of pops off the paper. This will be a little thank you treat box. Love and gratitude. Okay, there you go. Pretty good sized little box. Okay, happy crafting, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.